Marvel has finally confirmed one of the worst-kept secrets in Hollywood. The studio has officially announced that Kick-Ass lead Aaron Taylor Johnson and Silent House star Elizabeth Olsen are set to play the brother and sister duo Quicksilver and Scarlet Witch in the Avengers Age of Ultron. Rumors of their involvement first surfaced earlier this year, but this is the first time that Marvel and Disney have confirmed it. In the comics, Quicksilver and Scarlet Witch are mutants who start out as villains before joining forces with the Avengers. They also happen to be the children of X-Men bad guy Magneto, although that won't be mentioned in the film because the big screen X-Men rights are being held by a rival studio, 20th Century Fox. And what might confuse audiences, Quicksilver will also appear in X-Men Days of Future Past, but he'll be played by a different kick-ass actor, Evan Peters.
Whoa.
The Avengers Age of Ultron will save the day in summer 2015. Olsen and Johnson will join forces before that in the new Godzilla movie in summer 2014. This also won't be Elizabeth Olsen's first time working with S.H.I.E.L.D. head Nick Fury. They're both in the remake of Old Boy, which is in theaters now. And the co-creator of Quicksilver and Scarlet Witch might be joining forces with the guy behind some of the best Marvel movies. According to The Hollywood Reporter, legendary comic book writer Stan Lee is teaming up with Spider-Man producer Avi Arad for a top-secret new film project. It'll be based on a completely new character created by Lee, but that's all we know for now. Stan Lee needs no introduction, but if you don't know who Avi Arad is, he was the head of Marvel Studios back in the 1990s. He produced the X-Men and Spider-Man movies and was one of the first people to see the potential that superheroes could have on the big screen.
Hollywood was half the battle. Yeah. Wall Street was the bigger battle. They don't read comics, and they look at a comic book as a $2 purchase, $3 purchase. It's a tiny little industry. And the only way we got the company, I got to convince the younger bankers that did read comics. Are you guys nuts? Spider-Man alone is worth $1 billion. And the older guys were looking at the young guys, but the young guys have power today.
We'll let you know when more details on the new Avi Arad and Stan Lee project come in. Arad is also serving as producer on The Amazing Spider-Man 2, which swings into theaters next summer. Fans of the Persona series are getting four new games. Japanese game maker Atlus has announced that Persona 5 is in the works for the PS3, but not the PS4. This will be the first game in the main series since Persona 4 was released back in 2008, not counting Persona 4 Golden, which was released for the Vita last year. Persona 5 will launch in Japan in late 2014, which means it should find its way to North America in 2015. Another new PS3 game is on the way, titled Persona 4 The Ultimax Ultra Suplex Hold. It's a follow-up to Persona 4 Arena, and like that game, it will offer arcade-style fighting combat. Expect that next year. Over on the handheld front, Atlus has announced Persona Q Shadow of the Labyrinth for the 3DS. This is the first time the Persona series has found its way to a mobile Nintendo device. As for the PlayStation Vita, the new spin-off game, Persona 4 Dancing All Night, is coming to the Sony platform. As you may have guessed from the title, Dancing All Night is a rhythm and music game set during the events of Persona 4. Pain don't hurt, but getting your throat ripped out by Patrick Swayze probably does. A remake of the cult 1989 action movie Roadhouse is in the works. The original starred Patrick Swayze as a badass bouncer and philosophy major who's forced to take on an organized crime kingpin who's threatening to take over his bar. There's plenty of vigilante justice, general shirtlessness, and memorable one-liners to go around.
It's nothing personal.
According to The Hollywood Reporter, the remake is being directed by Rob Cohen, who last helmed Alex Cross and the first Fast and Furious movie. We'll keep you up to date with the latest Roadhouse details. If you're a 40-something military man, there's a chance you could be in Star Wars Episode VII. The latest casting rumors about the highly anticipated new movie have surfaced. According to The Hollywood Reporter, director J.J. Abrams is looking for a gruff, middle-aged man to play a tough military-style character who's been added to the story thanks to the ongoing rewrites. I've already submitted my headshot.
He's all yours, bounty hunter.
Casting is currently underway, with shooting scheduled to begin in spring 2014. So far, the only character that's been officially confirmed for Episode 7 is the lovable robot R2-D2, so I lost that part.
Ouch! Pay attention to what you're doing.